Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we're going to do the update for Level Up. About 2 months ago, I introduced you to Level 5, my Level 5 palette, in which I'm trying to hit 5 pans and use all of the shades 5 times each. So after I finish this, if I finish this today, I can move on to Level 6 because I am not starting over. I am just going as far as I can this year, and maybe I should have a goal. I know a girl who is doing this to Level 10, but that would take more than this year, I think. So, well, yeah, we'll see. Let me know if you want to see that. Anyway, the palette that I've been working on is this Revolution palette. Now, I am very happy with the progress on this one, and you can already see some pans. Spoilers. But yeah, it was basically new when I rolled it in. I had one pan and I had used that one, that shade in my brows, but everything else, I don't think I had touched anything else actually before this project. So this is what it looks like right now. So as you can see, we have dips, we have pans, we have huge pans here, and I am very, very excited. Of course, you know, I haven't been wearing as much makeup as I normally do or did, but I have been getting married and moving, so everything was kind of chaos. I couldn't find everything, I didn't have the time, etc., etc. But I have gotten quite significant use because I've been using this and my Panda palette. And that's basically it, along with the Natasha Denona palettes that I had and a P. Louise palette. But those are the palettes that I've been using basically for these past 2 months. So let's look at the usage because I am really, really excited for the usage actually. Let's go through this. So this first shade, this base shade, I have used 21 times to hit that huge pan. Of course, it's a good lid setting shade, and that's how I'm using it. I'm also using it to blend out any harsh edges. Then we have this one, and it almost looks like it has pan, at least from where I'm sitting, but it doesn't. It does have a decent dip though, and I've used this 11 times, and I am going to try to hit pan on this one. This one I used for the 5th time today, and I thought it would be easier to use it, but it is a little bit more goldy, and you guys know what I think about golds. It doesn't really suit me too well, although I will say I have made a few sunset looks that look really good on me. Some of you said that I was a light spring, so I could use some warm colors, and one of you said I was summer and I should only use cool tone colors, and for me, I feel like all shades have their place. The only shade that I've never been comfortable with is gold, and I have found ways to use it as an eyeliner, or right now in that sunset look that actually looks stunning, and my husband likes it, so I can actually wear warm tone color sometimes, but usually that's like in the end of summer, or in the beginning of fall. But then I almost prefer these really flaky golds then. But anyway, this one I used for the 5th time today. This one I've used 9 times, and I wanted to hit pan on that one, and then I realized that I have almost the exact same shade in one of my Pando's eyeshadow shades. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go for that one, but I do have a huge dip after those 9 uses. So we'll see. This surprised me because, like I said, I haven't been much into warmer tones, and this is one of my favorite shades in this palette. It is very warm tone. It's like is it a terracotta, like a reddish brown shade, and I love it, especially together with this one. It's just beautiful, and yeah, I have used it more than I need to. I mean, you can almost see no difference. It looks practically new, but I have used it 14 times, and I knew from the beginning that, mattes are hard to hit pan on. I didn't think it would be this hard, but they are hard to hit pan on, so I'm not aiming to hit pan on this one, but I am happy to have used it 14 times. That's a lot, especially for a shade that you're not focusing on. Then we have this one right here. I've used this 7 times. This one I've used 9 times, 5 times, 4 times, and I will say this is the only shade I haven't met my usage goal on. So I need to use it once more to hit the goal. Otherwise, I've actually used all of the shades at least 5 times. So this one, this is my second favorite shade in here. And this one I have used 16 times. This one I've used in my brows, and I've used that one 22 times to hit pan on it. And that was in my brows with a very pointed brush. So I thought it would go a lot quicker. But alas, here we are. This one I've used 5 times. This one I've used 11 times. And this is my new brow shade. So after I finished this one, I went over to this to see if it worked. I am wearing it in my brows today. Sometimes I mix it up with this black here just to darken it up a bit. And I don't mind the shimmers because, you know, our hair strands, they are a little bit shiny, you know, normally. So it doesn't really matter to me if it is a matte or well, I haven't really tried shimmers before, but like satin shades work really well in the brows. But yeah, so I've used that one 11 times, and I think I will hit pan on this as well. This one I've used 6 times, and I had a pan in this when we started. And this one I've actually used 9 times. I did not think that would happen, but I'm intrigued because this has a lot of glitter. Can you see that? Like, it has so much glitter, and I really want to see if it translates onto the eyes. Like I've said, I've used those two together a bit. I've used it on my lashes to darken them up, but you can see a few specks of glitter when I do that. So I am very intrigued to see if this actually works as like a black shimmer, because that would be awesome. I wonder if I could do an interesting look with that. I hope so. And I hope I will be bold enough to, you know, be able to try it. But yeah, those are my usage for the last maybe 2 months. When I rolled this in, I thought it was pretty boring and, you know, it would be better for fall. But this has been such a good palette. I actually think I used a few shades. Maybe I used a few shades for my wedding look. I don't remember, but I have been loving this palette so much. I did not expect that. And like I said, some colors were just unexpected favorites. And it kind of sparked some joy and some inspiration and like a newfound, a newfound joy for project panning, I guess. And I gotta say, once again, I love Level Up because you get those pans, but you get those dips in those other shades as well. So it doesn't only look like I've used some of the shades. It looks like, you know, I've actually used the whole palette, which I've done, you know? Okay, so let's see what I need to do. I need to use this one once more, and then I need to hit 3 more pans. I have this pan and I have this pan, and I think it was in the last update where I said that if I finish a shade, I will count that as an extra pan. So if I would like to finish this one up, yeah, I could count that as an additional pan. However, there is a lot in here, and I don't think I can do that until the next update in 1 month. And I would like to get this palette out in 1 month because I really think I'm going to need to the end of the year to hit 6 pans in the next palette and use all of the shades 6 times, whatever palette it may be. I don't think I will be able to finish level 7, even though I might get to level 7. That would be awesome if I did. And maybe I could continue it. I'm not sure, but I would at least like to finish level 6. So which 3 shades do I think I can hit pan on until the next update? This one for sure. This has a huge dip. It almost looks like I have a pan in there as well. I haven't. But I think this one, because I'm using it in my brows, I already have a good dip in it. So I think I will hit pan on this one, and maybe this one. Otherwise, I'm going to try to hit pan on this one, because this is it's a really nice inner corner shade, and you know, lid shade as well. I really enjoy it. The reason I'm not sure I will go for this one is because it's a light shimmer, and I do have many of those in my Pan That palette, and I really need to focus on my Pan That palette to get it out this year. So I don't know if I will actually focus on that one, but we'll see. I have a few contenders here. I have at least 4 shades with pretty big dips in them. Well, I would say 5 with some kind of dip. So I don't think it will be too much of a problem to get this out in the next update. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're as excited as I am to maybe level up in the next update. And yeah, I hope I'll see you then. Have a great evening. Bye.